Welcome to LucyTWWE, my weekly review show where I bestow upon you all of my contractually binding opinions on all things WWE. I'm Lucy T. Before we get started, I do want to thank everyone for all of the birthday wishes, and never forget what day it is.
It's Lucy Day!
That's right, it's Lucy Day. Here is my countdown of the top 10 happenings in the WWE this WWE week. Number 10, the Mixed Match Challenge was awesome. So round 2 of the Mixed Match Challenge began this week, where The Miz and Asuka took on the Boss Banks Club, Finn Balor and Sasha Banks. They keep going back and forth between those names. Which The Miz and Asuka obviously won because, let's face it, there is no way that the WWE would end up ending Asuka's undefeated streak on some mixed match challenge. The match was so much fun to watch, and again, I implore you, if you haven't tuned into the mixed match challenge yet, do it. And I also really enjoyed seeing The Miz with Finn Balor 2 times in 1 week. And if you haven't yet, make sure you check out my interview with The Miz right here on LucyTWWE. So next week we'll have Team Little Big against Team Glowish. A little bit bummed about that though, because I was really hoping for Lana and Rusev to take on Naomi and her hubby. Number 9, Braun and Elias' feud. What is WWE doing with Braun Strowman? In my opinion, they're kind of not using him that great right now, and all of the build-up of him leading up to Elimination Chamber, it's kind of a waste, kind of pointless. He lost Elimination Chamber and won't actually be facing Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. But more on that down the list, since that's obviously something really important that happened this week. But it does look like WWE is really pushing this feud between Elias and Braun, which I don't know about you, but for me is kind of confusing because they look so similar in the ring with the beard and the hair and the sweat. I will say though, the only thing that does give me hope about this feud is that Elias seems like he's pretty much down for anything. So I could see them actually having fun and really pushing the envelope with what Braun will do to Elias. Number 8 brings us to talk about the frenemyship between Bayley and Sasha Banks. I do not like how this is being handled. I've said this before and I will say it again because we had a little preview of it at Elimination Chamber when Sasha Banks was kicking Bayley off of one of the chambers. It's just so slow and sloppy, and we all see it coming. We all see it in little bits here and there. Like, why didn't they do this like a Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho Festival of Friendship, where it was shocking and it was like really out of nowhere, 0 to 60 to 0, just like losing its oomph. That being said, I am proud of you, Bayley, for returning the favor and denying Sasha's tag this week. Number 7, The Miz's 2 matches this week. Also, is it just my TV, or did these matches come out of nowhere? Because 1 minute it was The Miz doing an in-ring promo, and then the next minute we were back from commercial break, and all of a sudden he was in the ring with Seth Rollins, which was a great match, by the way. But then Finn Balor strolls on in, and I was like, wait, what? And I was kind of waiting for Kurt Angle to like shuffle down with his broken knees and make some kind of like triple threat match at WrestleMania or something. I don't know, it's all very confusing to me with the commercial breaks interrupting these pretty key moments. Also, I saw on Instagram that Lily Singh had introduced Jinder Mahal. Literally didn't see that at all on SmackDown Live. Number 6, Dolph is pissed. So Dolph Ziggler attacked Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin on SmackDown Live this week, 2 weeks before their fatal 5-way for the WWE Championship at Fastlane. TBH, I'm not really sure why they're looping in talent like AJ Styles and Kevin Owens with the mid-Carter likes of Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin for a title match, no less. Also still waiting to see what the hell is going on with Daniel Bryan and Shane O'Mac. Now that is the way to escalate some tension. Sasha and Bayley, take note. Number 5, Nia Jax's jinx. So Nia Jax lost to Asuka and won't be joining the title match at WrestleMania. Bullshit. Now I know they're not just gonna end Asuka's undefeated streak at Elimination Chamber, but like, come on. I just don't really believe that Asuka could beat Nia Jax. And Nia, you deserve a WrestleMania match. That's not on the pre-show. I was there last year, and as she was leaving the ramp, some prick was catcalling Nia frickin' Jax. And her face, oh my God, she was just like, I feel you, girl, and you need a WrestleMania match this year. Number 4, John Cena's road to WrestleMania. John, why? Oh, I'm so sad. John Cena lost the Elimination Chamber. John Cena's not going to WrestleMania. Oh, John, I'm so sad. False. I am not sad that John Cena lost the Elimination Chamber and won't be going to WrestleMania. And what was that rant on Raw Talk? Like, dude, get a grip. Go back to the Today Show. And this was pretty pathetic too. He went on to Raw, called out The Undertaker, and then in the same promo was like, JK, that's not happening. So I don't know, why don't I go on over to SmackDown Live and see what they can give me? Because my brother-in-law is the GM. Not really earning it, are you, John? Hashtag nepotism. I was excited though at the prospect of seeing AJ Styles beat up John Cena once again, but unfortunately John Cena won and he will now be joining the 6-pack championship match at Fastlane. Stop crying though, John. Y'all gave us some false hope about The Undertaker, then you got us some false hope about maybe a little possible heel turn after your rant on Raw Talk. John Cena. Number 3, Alexa Bliss retained her Raw Championship at the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber. And her promo at the end, where she was honestly trolling all of us with Renee, was pretty phenom. She has incredible mic skills and is only getting better. Yes, girl. I have to say though, overall, I was a little disappointed in the Women's Elimination Chamber match. It's a little sloppy, a little clunky. Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Bayley, I feel like they didn't really know what they were doing. Mickie James though, ooh, you killed it. Must have been that little Wonder Woman outfit you had on. Also, speaking of the women's division, did you guys see the WWE.com video that was like Carmella and Natty, and then Becky Lynch came on in and Carmella was insinuating that she may cash in if Ruby Riott takes Charlotte's belt at Fastlane? Number 2, Rowdy Ronda Rousey is living up to her name. And I'm kind of loving this feud. She's getting herself into a Triple H, Stephanie, and Kurt Angle. Looks as though Kurt may be her tag team partner in the inevitable mixed tag WrestleMania match. Which maybe that's why the WWE is even doing all of this mixed tag stuff, to get our juices flowing. Also, I do like that she may be going in a different direction now for WrestleMania than we all thought before of facing Charlotte Flair, because let's face it, that would have been just a smidge, maybe a lot, unfair to the other women in the women's division who have been in the WWE for years. TBH, I would prefer for Ronda Rousey to team up with The Rock just because Kurt's getting a little geriatric, but I guess it kind of evens out the keel because you know Ronda could really kick Stephanie's butt, and Triple H could probably do some damage to Kurt Angle. I have to say though, I did enjoy the contract signing itself because you guys, their contracts are clearly very simple. So simple, in fact, I've got my own WWE contract. I just made it myself. Looks exactly like Ronda's, right? I'm just gonna do what Ronda did and just give a little woohoo! Because apparently the WWE just considers your name and a logo as a contract. It's a fish. And the number 1 moment in the WWE this week is obviously Roman Reigns. Not only did Roman Reigns win the men's elimination chamber, I know, like, sucks. I have to say though, I do love that we have to now specify between the men and the women's elimination chamber, even though I was a little bit disappointed with the women's. I have no interest in seeing Brock against Roman Reigns. What did pique my interest though was the kind of amazing and surprising promo that Roman Reigns cut, attacking and calling out Brock Lesnar for shit that we've all been thinking for months. He don't give a fuck about the WWE. Sorry, Charlotte. He don't give a fuck about the WWE Universe, and he don't give a fuck about the Universal title. Roman ended up calling Brock Lesnar a little bitch. Can we see more of like this, Roman, please? So who won this week? Raw definitely won because of the Ronda Rousey contract signing and the aftermath of said signing. Sign of the week? I didn't really see any great signs this week. But thank you guys so much for submitting all these questions for me to answer on this episode. Some of them I already did answer within my review. Like, for example, Tib Alexis asked what I thought about John Cena's road to WrestleMania. ED Corpse 555M asks, The way things are going with Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan, and the rumors that Daniel Bryan may be cleared to perform again, what do you think of a possible WrestleMania match between Shane O'Mac and Daniel Bryan? I would love that match for WrestleMania because, as you know, I have been obsessing over their tensions the past few months and I need it to come to a head somewhere. And I do get annoyed sometimes when Shane O'Mac tries to insert himself where superstar talent should be, but if that's what it takes to get Daniel Bryan to return in the ring, I'll take it. Lil and JD WWE asks, Charlotte or Alexa Bliss? This is a really hard one because, as I said earlier in the video, I am like really starting to like Alexa Bliss, but like it's the queen. So I have to always go with Charlotte Flair. Ooh. Broken Empire asks, if I could go to any WWE event, past, present, or future, what would it be and why? Easy peasy pumpkin pie. I would definitely want to be in the arena when Stone Cold Steve Austin confronted the corporation with that beer truck, because like that would have been fucking awesome. Also, happy almost Stone Cold Appreciation Day on March 16th. And Tori MC asked, who was my favorite matchup in the WWE? Definitely have to say one of my all-time favorite matches that comes to mind is when Eddie Guerrero won the WWE Championship off of Brock Lesnar. Well, that is all the time we have for this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please comment below if you have any questions you'd like me to answer, and thank you also for submitting questions. You can also DM me on my social medias, and I'll do my best to answer your questions in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Try to help me get to 100 subscribers. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter at LucyTWWE for all of my content updates.